Alright guys, quick intro. Black Ops 3 once, some TDM gameplay on Atlas Gorge, 26-1, and then S&D 1v3 and some more TDM. Alright, stay tuned. Cole here again. And now we're getting into the content here. So real quick, this is the team deathmatch gameplay I was talking about that I was pretty happy about. This is only the second time I've used this ARX hole puncher, and the first time I just barely used it enough to get a foregrip. I don't even have a red dot with it yet, so that's how little I've used it. So enjoy. It's a 26-1 ARX hole puncher TDM on Atlas Gorge, and I get some map score streak or kill streak, score streak, whatever you want to call it, going on. So you'll see here the hole puncher's a one burst kill on everything. It's amazing. So content, Black Ops 3. So this is a list of, I wouldn't really say my top 10, but there's 10 things I really, really want and hope that are in Black Ops 3. But then I have some honorable mentions that, like, you know, community wants, and I kind of agree with, but I kind of weigh some of the other things out a little bit more. So, first and foremost, League play. League play is good for so many different reasons, like to the game as a whole. It doesn't, it affects, you know, your pub playlist, because the people that are going super try hard go into the league play and go that route. It gives you another form of progression to go through the league play. With Black Ops 2, they did an amazing job. You know, there's some fixes they needed to do here and there, but it wasn't that bad. You know, it was all comparable. I believe that Black Ops 2's league play competitive scene was the best that's been in any Call of Duty. And with Treyarch being the head here, again, I believe that they're going to do a repeat there, especially with Vaughn at the head. I mean, come on. So that's my number one. The next one is some more good score streaks. So if you pay attention to Black Ops 2, score streaks were good. There's different ones that you would control at full time, and then there was ones that you would only control for a few seconds, which I think is very tactical. A lot of people don't choose to use score streaks because you're stuck not playing the game or playing your player, and you're just sitting there vulnerable. Well, in Black Ops 2, it was a very tactical thing to have a Hellstorm missile or a lightning strike, you know, at the opportune times on hardpoint. So it adds a lot of strategy. It creates, you know, very intense moments in gameplays. I just think that, or I really hope that we get some more of that stuff from Treyarch. So, third, we'll do map designs. Treyarch does a pretty good job, I think, of designing maps. I don't just want remakes of all the old maps. I don't foresee that happening, but, you know, it's one of the things I kind of pay attention to, because Treyarch's been pretty good about 3-lane maps, which is, you know, very important for competitive play. Outside of that, I really hope they design some maps that do not have, like, all these head glitches around, because I think in Black Ops 2 there was probably one thing that I disliked the most, is that there are so many head glitches. Yeah, you know, it adds a little, you know, tactical part of your game to get them off, a little bit of a challenge. But when you're playing for money, that a head glitch is not what you want to lose to. So diversity in loadouts. So what I mean by this is to create a competitive meta game to where it really matters, what perks, what guns, what attachments you're choosing, instead of just choosing, the same gun as everybody else, the same perks, just because those are the best or all around, instead of using, something that would counter something else. So then I go into gun variants. I'm not entirely sure I want, or if they're going to have gun variants and camos, I want them to be equally as earnable for everybody else, which means take out the random part. So I'm not bashing on Advanced Warfare, but I did not really enjoy the fact that, like, to get a hole puncher here, it's random. To get your ASM-1 speakeasy, it's random. Like, there's nothing you can do to unlock it yourself, and I think it should not be done that way. So it kind of coincides with me wanting a good progression of unlocks, and I kind of speak on that a little bit later too, that a few differences in that, which is right here actually. To have some sort of currency system, kind of similar to COD points like they had in Black Ops 1. It doesn't have to be COD points, but using some kind of system to where it gives you the flexibility to use or buy or unlock the weapons that you want, while still being balanced and not like forcing you to only use certain weapons at certain levels. So then kind of also to throw into the currency deals is prestige tokens. I think they should come back, because again, that's something that you, like, if you're trying to level up as fast as possible, say that's your thing, just like the race that, like, T. Martin and his whole crew do. If you're allowed to have prestige tokens, you can plan out and customize what you unlock and use in order to level up faster. So then, let's see. Our next one will be wager matches. I actually didn't participate too much in wager matches in the past, but they were so fun when I was playing wager matches with friends. Like, it was just absolutely the best thing ever, because people were flipping out, and it gets really intense when you're about to lose your whole wager because you bet it against your friends. I really like that. Something else that has to come back, which I don't see them taking out, is theater mode. So Advanced Warfare had a codcaster mode, and Ghost later on kind of had a codcaster mode, but Black Ops 2's theater mode had everything. It was very simple, it was clean, and you could see everything that happened. Like, I hope that they pretty much copy and paste that code over to Black Ops 3. Make a few improvements, and that's about it. So number 10 is something I really enjoyed about older Call of Duties, is to have some sort of prestigious camo. Kind of like, having a gold camo. Now, with Advanced Warfare, it's not as prestigious. This also ties into something I wanted to say, is just have some rarity with the camos. Don't just unlock them all at once, or just make them random and everybody can get release a camo that, like, only 2% of the population in Call of Duty will ever get. Something like that, like, makes you feel really prestigious and special, lucky, or skilled, however it's going to end up playing out. Some other honorable mentions is to have spawns that are controllable and predictable. This is really good in a competitive environment because it really challenges groups of people to act as a team instead of individuals. So it's really going to add to the tactics and the competitive nature of the game, which I think is very good for the esports scene, as well as just fun. Like when you get into league play, it's going to be a lot harder for like four randoms that aren't communicating to beat you and your 3 or 4 friends that are playing. So with all this, a lot of the things that I think needs to be focused on is to remain or to keep Call of Duty having a little bit of an arcadey feel instead of trying to have a simulation feel. So I don't think Treyarch's going to focus and try to be a simulation, but something I felt I needed to mention in order to make my wants and personal thoughts known, that it should be more of a fluid game. Your animations shouldn't stop you from doing whatever you want to do. If you push a button, it should happen. It shouldn't have to wait for an animation. Let's talk a little bit about like game types. So I know I've gone over 10, but these are, like I said, my honorable mentions. If they bring a game like Uplink back, I think that would be amazing. Uplink was very team-oriented. It took skill. It was fun to sit there and try to find the best routes to run with it, with the Uplink in order to toss it in or go for a dunk. Whatever you want to do, it was fun figuring all that out. So now comes the whole deal about exoskeletons. So everybody's flipping out. They don't want exos like Advanced Warfare. First and foremost, I think this is a topic that can have its own video, but I will say I don't think we're going to see exos in the same aspect we saw in Advanced Warfare. We are, I think, going to see some sort of exoskeleton / tech suit, which I'm fine with, and here's the reason why. The tech suits can have like a boost left or right, forward or back, but as long as we're not, double jumping in air, I think it'll bring more of a traditional Call of Duty back, which a lot of people are wanting. If you follow the esports scene, take Big Timer for example. I definitely see Big Timer coming back to Call of Duty if he isn't... I just destroyed that guy. He isn't having to double jump and stuff. He's a pure blood Call of Duty player since the beginning. So all the verticality, it just isn't the same. I mean, I enjoyed Advanced Warfare. It was a great change, but I think it's time for, us to change back to normal. And then maybe, 2 years down the line when it's Sledgehammer's turn again, bring exos back. It's fine to have them, but I don't think it's something that we want every year. So I'm also thinking that these tech suits are going to have some sort of abilities. Think of the exo abilities on the suit now. Like trophy systems and ping and stuff like that. I think that is the type of things that are going to be in this futuristic Black Ops 3 that was, leaked. The info for that was leaked. So some other ones that other players are wanting, or people in the community, I know a lot of people are saying some sort of trade platform. I think that kind of goes into my currency system as well. But they want some sort of economy to where they could, if they're going to have weapon variants or camos, they want to be able to trade them. They want some kind of interaction between players. to trade things, to get things that you want without maybe earning them. And I think that can go if you have to earn the items through, a challenge, or if players can trade it, or if they're random. So it's pretty open for that. And then another topic that I think can have its own video, and maybe I will do that, is a lot of people are saying don't have skill-based matchmaking. So that's something that a lot of people in the community are saying. Again, that's going to be another video because I don't particularly agree with that, and we can go back and figure that out. So those are my things that I want for pretty much for sure in Black Ops 3. Will I still buy the game if it doesn't have all those things? Yes. Will I still love the game? Most likely. Pamaj says he's the most optimistic player in the game, and I think I could contest him on that title there. I've always had fun with Call of Duty. It doesn't really get old. So, with that being said, I really appreciate you guys watching this video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Tell me what you guys want to see in Black Ops 3 yourselves. I'll see you guys on the flip. Hey guys, thanks for watching again. Seriously, I truly mean it. Please, if you haven't watched one of the videos that are on your screen yet, go ahead and do so. Let me know what you think. I'll gladly take your feedback.